Welcome to John's page. Welcome to John's 58 Ford Fairlane. I appreciate all advice, even if it doesn't work. I need all help I can get. So, Kim, thank you for participating. Here's your answer. It's a lot to type, right? I'm not really a typing guy. No, the heads have not been off it. Here's what we do have. We got a brand new radiator. When I did the radiator, I had to change the fan. So all of this has been redone. Everything's tight, belt's tight, brand new alternator, brand new water pump, brand new top hose. Now the top hose, the bottom hose, I had problems with. I really had to walk it up on there. Finding the size was a chore for me. It's got the spring in there, so it shouldn't be collapsing. Um, and it's run pretty close to how it was. That's the original hose that came with the car, so nothing changed. The next question was the heads. No, the heads haven't been off it. But I don't know that this car's ever been run since this motor's been put together. This car may have never even been. I don't know where this motor came from, not really. Keith, the guy I got the car from, the guy I got this car's from name is Keith, and I'm not going to give you his last name. I don't know how much information I want to give out, but he's been a good guy. There's been times with these cars I'm like, what really got done and what didn't get done. But in Keith's defense, he's never done anything to give me the impression that he hasn't really done anything he said he did. It's just the stuff that you deal with when you start dealing with people you don't know in car guys. And I'm from the city, so I look at stuff kind of off. But Keith has worked with me a bunch, and he's still around all these years later to help give advice on trying to get this car going again. In his mind, the car was running, but when I got it, it was already having some heat issues. It had an old copper radiator in it, and that copper radiator was rotten. It was freaking old. So I got the car. We run it enough to know that it was. It was pretty warm. When I took that radiator, it blew water everywhere. It was hot, and the radiator was starting to leak after it had run for a bit. So I got this new radiator. Then I had problems with the fan. The fan wouldn't work. The fan extension that came with it was too long because that copper radiator originally, was this little bitty guy. Copper radiators, they just weren't that big. I put this big 4-car racing caravan. This thing ought to have plenty of water. So I put that in there. I put the radiator, and that having been said, we got the new hose. We got everything is new. The heads haven't been off. This thing sat for a while. I was truck driving again, and so I wasn't working on it. When I got back to working on it, I discovered that these two spark plug jackets had water in them. The motor was locked. Boom, when you started it, boom, nothing happened. After some conversation with guys on this page, coincidentally, I can't remember which one of you guys told me, but one of these guys told me to get Marvelous Mystery Oil. Marvel Mystery Oil, something along those lines. Well, I tracked it down. Sure enough, local hardware store had it. And I took a turkey baster, pulled the plugs out, got all the water out of there, filled all of the cylinders with that Marvelous Mystery Oil, and got it cranked over and started up in a pretty short time. Thanks, guys. So, since this has happened, since we've overheated, I pulled these. There's no water in there. The oil jackets, the spark plug ends are fine. They're not hot, not burnt. There's not water in there. We pulled the oil. There's no water in there. There's this backwards water pump thing. Now, again, help from this page. One of the guys recommended that I should check and make sure that that water pump was the same fin style as the other. Now this water pump has a back on it. The other water pump didn't have a back on it. So I stuck my finger. I stuck one of my fingers down there, and you could turn the propeller. Is it an impeller? It's a propeller, right? I guess it's an impeller on the inside. In any case, you could turn the impeller, and you could feel that the edges were the same as on the open Did I do that right? Who knows? I don't have somebody to show me, and so we're playing it by ear. I saw a video, a guy changed like 6 of these before he found the right water pump. So currently, I'm kind of scared that the water pump's not going to be the right one, even though that they look right to my untrained eye, given on the advice from you guys here. So, nope, the heads haven't been off. No, I don't believe the bottom hose is collapsing. It's brand new thermostat, which was whatever was rated for this motor. It's a 72-ish Mustang motor. Everything on here is 72-ish Mustangs. That's all I got. I just want to say I really appreciate your help and your advice anytime, every day, all the time. Thank you very much. Good to see you.